Hello, Dan here from TheGamersHub again, and I'm going to bring you the Sony E3 Roundup. Okay, so, same sort of thing I've done with the Xbox, apart from it's Sony. Multiple pages of just game after game after game and feature after feature. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so obviously they start with the PlayStation 3, and they announced that GTA 5 will have a bundle with the PlayStation, which will include a headset and some exclusive content, which makes me want to buy that because I want to play GTA 5 and I don't know whether it's going to be out on PC or if it's going to be out straight away, and I can't be bothered to wait, so I'll probably buy a PlayStation for it, and also for The Last of Us because I want to play that, and everyone's rating it really high. After this, they showed the PlayStation 4's design, which of course everyone was waiting for. It's not got much design to it. Well, I say that, I mean it's slanted and it's got some indents. And yeah, I mean it looks pretty cool. It just, I wanted it to look more console-like, less sort of boxy. Obviously, it's not as bad as Xbox One, but obviously, yeah, that's down to opinion. People might like that style. They announced that Sony Entertainment will be bringing some exclusive content for PlayStation 4 owners, which I guess maybe series or films or whatever. Again, I've said in other videos that I watch TV for TV stuff. Well, you know, if it's exclusive, then it may draw me into watching it. Same as, you know, Xbox is doing with the Halo. They went on to say that both Unlimited, Movie Unlimited and Music Unlimited will be available from day one on the PlayStation 4. Redbox Instant will be coming into the US on the PS3, the PS4 and the Vita. I don't know what Redbox is, but I'm assuming the US people do. Live Event Viewer will also be available, which allows you to watch live events on channels partnered with Sony Entertainment. And lastly, they said they'll be bringing Flixer to PSN. Then they went on to show their first exclusive game, which is called The Order 1886. It is based in London. At first I thought it was medieval because of the stuff they were wearing, but then they came out with all these guns and crap. So it's like futuristic medieval sort of twist on it, fighting monster mutant things. So that looks pretty interesting. I'm excited for that. I want to see more of it. Hopefully it's going to be decent. Second, of course, with Killzone, and then Driveway, where they both show trailers of it and, you know, all that jazz. They both look pretty good. And they will be available at launch with plenty of other titles when the console is released. And shown for Infamous Second Son, which is due to be released in the first quarter of 2014. Quantum Dreams showed a technical demo of what was possible on the PlayStation 4, which was actually quite funny. I mean, I haven't actually seen the full, they released a full 12-minute or whatever it was version of it, but they showed like a minute clip or so on the end of the actual event, and it did look, the guy's face was just ridiculous. The amount of detail compared to everything else that I'd seen, you know, for PS4, and it was one that looks, that bit they'd done. I don't know how long it took for it to do, but that was bloody amazing. They then announced self-publishing across all platforms for indie developers, where they went on to show several titles of indie games all at once with their creators on stage, all with their own little section of screen, you know, which was pretty cool. Titles such as Octodad and Switchblade Monkeys. A full remake of Oddworld will be coming to PS4, called Oddworld New and Tasty. Diablo 3 will be coming to PS3 and PS4 with exclusive content, as I'm sure you know, because I do believe that was mentioned in their pre-E3 event a couple of weeks ago. Square Enix will be making even more Final Fantasy, and also Kingdom of Hearts 3 for the PlayStation 4. And I think Final Fantasy XIV will also be for the PlayStation 3. They also showed a demo of live demo of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Was a little bit laggy, did pause in a few places. And that's obviously just down to the game not being finished and the console not being finished, I guess. But it did look pretty good, it looked pretty cool. A Watch Dogs demo was then played through. That looked pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, it did look good. That's going to both consoles. So are some of the other games actually I mentioned before. I didn't say that, but I'm sure you already know anyway. Watch Dogs does look impressive, and they used a tablet with some application on to help the guy playing Watchdog with his mission. I don't like the whole tablet involvement thing. just use your controller. You've got your controller, you've got TV screen. You don't want to go and get your tablet if you have a tablet or whatever, or mobile, I don't know. I think they're going to make it, they've made an app for it, so it's just not needed. 2K Games showed off NBA 2014. They showed that off alongside one of the players who was having a conversation with his self, but obviously one was real and one was from the game. It was quite humorous. A different way compared to, I believe, EA. They just got a guy out from the basketball team and got him to go, yeah, basketball, it's great. Just sort of really boring. Elder Scrolls Online was shown, and PlayStation will be first for beta testing. So that's pretty cool. So only get first access. And then a Mad Max trailer was revealed, which apparently is really good. I mean, the game looked quite cool. Now, probably one of the most anticipated parts was about the pre-owned games, which they went on to. They basically said that their view on pre-owned games and trading them was the same as it always was. There weren't going to be any restrictions. I mean, the amount of applause they got for it was ridiculous. Saying that you can still lend a disc-based game to a friend, which, you know, is how it's always been, and, you know, how we want it to be. We don't want it to be restricted, do we? PlayStation members will be carried across the PS4, and PlayStation Plus will be compulsory if you would like to game online. Not really much of a biggie, because, you know, Xbox people pay for online, and now we're going to, apart from PlayStation Plus, obviously offers a ton of free games. And when you do it, you always, for PlayStation 4, you'll get Drive Club instantly, and I think some indie games as well instantly free. So it should be pretty good. Hopefully, also, because you're going to have to pay for online now, they will get more rights to, you know, getting DLC packs first, etc. And all that sort of stuff. Like Call of Duty, Xbox were always first for it, because they could obviously chip out the money to do it, because people paid for online. Also, hopefully, online on PlayStation will improve, because, you know, when you compare Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, I believe that Xbox 360 is the better one for online gaming. Yes, you have to pay for it, but yeah, you pay for it. You know, PlayStation just wasn't that great. It's great for everything else, for me, but for gaming online, wasn't too brilliant. Bungie then showed some Destiny gameplay for quite a while. Played by himself, showed that you could play by yourself, and then invited his two friends in. So they played just two of them to begin with, and then the third one dropped in, and then a whole nother group of 3 people, a different team who are on your side, dropped in for what's called a public event, where they took down this massive monster. It looks really good. The whole weapons upgrading thing, and just playing co-op online with others, not against each other. It's pretty cool. I think it looked like it was open world as well, which, yeah, it did look good. The cloud service, Gaikai, will be in the US, or starting in the US, in 2014, which will be first on the PlayStation 4, then the PlayStation 3, then the Vita. This will enable you to have access to a PlayStation 3 library, on the Vita, which is pretty cool. And also on your PlayStation 4, so you can play your PlayStation 3 games on there. So that is definitely something that is good. Yes, it would have been better with their backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 4, but obviously for some reason or another they couldn't. So this other way to go, if it works, will be fantastic. Lastly, but of course not least, they announced the price, which undercuts the Xbox One by £80 in the United Kingdom and by $100 or euros elsewhere. It is at £349 or $399 or euros, which of course is great. I mean, it's cheaper, £100 cheaper, or 100 euros, sorry, not pounds, £80 cheaper, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's going to be the deciding factor for most people, seeming as they've been pushed anyway by Xbox with the whole pre-owned thing. It really hasn't been good so far for Microsoft. Anyway, that's it for the Sony Roundup. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I've missed out anything important, feel free to comment below your views or what you can't wait to see, and just what you think about maybe the design in general. I mean, I don't know, not really too much of a fan. I mean, it looks better than the Xbox One in my opinion, but I prefer the look of the PlayStation 3, the fat one. Not the latest new PlayStation 3, you know, the super slim. Not really, the console looks cheap. plasticky. Slim looked nice, fat one looked nicer. Yeah, I don't know, I prefer the sort of the roundness, but they've obviously gone with the sharp blocky sort of look. Retro. Anyway, thank you for watching, I'll see you soon.